Yes, so I see the juice to find. Okay.
Yeah, that's my dog. Tia, what's up? I've been Mean Green. She usually got Mean Green from me, but they got the D today. Pause. Like New York niggas. We had Poetry Potluck. So, you'll hear a whole bunch of rewind and talk your shit.
Yes. Yes, we are currently, y'all, matter of fact, let's get started. Welcome to Girl, Come Sit With Me. We are at the Poetry Potluck having a beautiful time. It's such a vibe. Everything is for us, by us, with us as a collective here. And we are at the Little Haiti Historical Cultural Center today, which is very impactful in our community. Now, guess what? I have a special guest today. I'm going to let you introduce yourself, Munch.
Yo, you guys said man shit, Munch. How you introduce yourself? People be I'm Munch, goddammit. Like, that's just me.
That's a humble brag.
Yeah. City nigga, first city nigga.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Insane.
Represent for the city boys. City girls getting all the hype.
Oh, okay. We got to make it even. Okay, I'm rocking with it. Exactly, because we allergic. We don't do trouble, any of that. We just like a good time. But even with us being here today, having such a vibe, catching this, what do you feel in the atmosphere here?
I mean, my shit crazy right now. There's one, we got the bookstore over here.
Mm-hmm.
That's I guess you could say kind of like a joint venture with Roots, which we found a member of.
Yes, shout out the Roots.
My boy Danny passed, so we completed the mission on that to the bookstore. We just did a soft opening in May. Not May, but earlier this last month, March.
It was, yes, for Danny's birthday. It was so much fun.
Yeah, and then we're going to have the official opening Juneteenth. And so, then Poetry Potluck, as you know, is something that was started. When we started moving, he started moving the venues for the first venues. So, and then this is also where Roots did our black marketplaces.
Wow.
There's a lot of, we talk about Little Haiti Cultural Complex, marketplace. There's always, memories come back to my mind.
Yeah.
And my homegirl, one of my best friends who passed away, she's from Little Haiti. So she's literally stayed right around the corner.
Oh, wow.
We just found her. It was a cold case. She got killed in 2020 up in DC. They just had they just found they just closed the case basically. Found
figured out what was going on.
Yeah. So it's just been a crazy week. Like everything is going on. So I was like, I need to just get out and hang out.
I'm glad you came.
Yeah, usually I'd be ducked off because I ain't trying to come out.
He is telling the truth because you will be able to count how many times you can catch him.
Yeah. I'll be in and out.
For real. And then he'll be just incognito. And you already move mysteriously. So even though you do so much in the community, but you still.
Yeah, I don't try to put too much thought to it. Like, bigger. I don't know the word. Like, people get big headed by move on ego. I just try to do the work. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what I be on. Like, at one point in time, I used to get caught up in, like, damn, we did it.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was like more so after Daddy passed. It was like, nah, bro. Like, you realize, like none of that shit matters.
Exactly.
Like, people just don't remember, like, people know. You know I hear, Miami shit.
That part.
Not Miami shit.
Yep.
Back to the era. Shout out to my boy Big Bird.
That part. I'm doing about a buck in it. Mm-hmm.
When I hear that song, it just takes me back to like an era.
Oh, it does. And I start, child, the memories that flood brings you back to being in school when you them younger days, into that younger mindset.
Yeah, I mean, like that's an era. Like
it really is.
That was a real era. I grew up around a lot of them cats, like Recipes to K, Recipes to Dre.
Yes.
These are guys like I really grew up with. You know what I'm saying? In the city, so like it's bittersweet. You know what I'm saying? Like some people know them for some of the more infamous things they did or what they were a part of. But I remember when we was just kids trying to make it out the city. You know what I'm saying? So, when I hear that, it's like it's a whole different. Like damn, we were just some chicks trying to make it out. You know what I mean?
That's true. That is so true. It really takes me back to a time where I was always growing up in high school around that time. I was always the good girl. So, the good girl always end up dating the bad boys. And the bad boys don't pressure her into anything because she's a good girl, right? And I would never understand when they'll be like, man, I'm just praying I make it to 18.
Yeah.
My brother didn't make it to 18. You're like, oh my goodness.
It's the environment, man. You talking to somebody who like the street cats respect me because they know me as crazy much. They know I was down for the get down, but I just stayed in my lane. You weren't gonna push me to jump off the porch and crash.
I like that.
They just had respect for me, who I was as a person, and I understood that early. And I think a lot of times, like I'm grateful that early on I had that kind of like knowledge of knowing, like, oh, the cats respect me for who I am.
Exactly.
So when I say that's the environment, because a part of me felt the same way. Like, nigga, we just trying to make it 18. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do nothing to not live past 18. But
exactly, but that's just how it is.
Yeah.
And losing certain people does not make it easier.
Yeah, like, you lost a lot of homies, like middle school, high school, like before 18, you drop it.
And you think it's normal until you go to other places and people are like, oh yeah, I have the whole crew of when I was from elementary to now. You're like, man, I've lost a couple of friends.
Yeah.
I
think the first time I realized that what I was dealing with was normal was when we was at a party and one time like I was vibing and I was like they didn't realize like the way I kind of like how you say it, like when we go to a party I'm like, oh no, we're gonna park over here, we're gonna move this way, we're gonna sit by this door and this way. Like it was just like they didn't get it until one time like there was a shootout at a party and I was in college and they was like Munch just did not. He just like walked. He didn't even do anything.
I didn't even do anything.